Hey man, I see EV in there, man. Pick it up where I want to. Coming off this breakdown. 15, I'm a sophomore. Moved out to H-Town. Left the hood, now you hate. Telling me that I'm too fake, cause I'm out here in the suburbs with my auntie and her roommate. Man, I don't care what they bout. Why would I throw my slang out? Everybody on my head now, so tie me off till I bang out. My mama drove a Benzo. Had to get her coupe in. Park that thing right on our block. 38th and Walu saying things I had to get over. Took me a couple seconds, then Didi drove me to heaven for book me some summer sessions. My teacher was hella thick. Only thing I'm impressed with, I swore was going down when she look at Mushi direction. Well, that same day I met Shiz, I realized he ain't looking sober. We sat down, we dapped up. Next day we took it over. Ho set with me, flow that silly. M-double-O, so West Philly. Flamers in that new wave when I bump me. Kill show that quilly, I take mine through the grapevine. Why Teddy all over this baseline? This day I'm taking shots, kid. Coming right off this waistline. Life is so unpredictable. We don't follow no patterns. And me and all of my homies would ride around in my Saturn. They asked me if it was safe. Tell them I highly doubt it, but I love that 95 and I wouldn't have made it without it. What's up? Though a passionate man, I still crash with my fam. I'm at the counter eating dinner, my get in my hand, eyes wide, my mouth closed. Hold it down for my household. Yeah, I had some setbacks, but I bounced back. It's just how it goes. Now one time for our old ladies, two time for our grandmas. Right for it, you know it, baby. Motion twisting them headlines, not an asshole gon' fool us. Old heads done school us. Hard body, I ain't stopping until I'm underneath them toolers. But what's the point of this morning? Joy comes in the morning, but the good ones just go first. So rest in peace, Miss Bowman.
Yeah, I guess we grew apart. Now I'm going through a heart. Life is like a deck of cards. Think I drew the two of hearts. Miss my girl from 9th grade. Wish that I could turn back time, but not last time. I got a broken heart on me, beep beep, and it flatline. Bitch stuck me like a thumbtack. On point, but I run that, and I'm 19, but I feel just like a rug rat, and I love that. Back to the days when the sun wanna shine, but the birds still fly like what? And the girl that I love is making me go nuts. My ears when I'm like, shut up. Leather coat, jet black. Let's fly in my jetpack. Take a ride in my death cab, but I'm ludicrous. Now get back. Easy come, easy go. Family is unbelievable. I'm kleptomaniac, homie. That's the way you steal the show. Mama named him peaceful. He was rapping a gazebo. Flow bulimic. He would mean it. He would gamble like a Sereno, man. Life is something crazy.
What's going on YouTube? It's a Kansas City sneakerhead here today showing you guys a closer look at Nike's newest signature shoe, the Nike Kyrie 1. Now, Nike dropped this last month, and ever since it dropped, the hype has been crazy real. I've actually got to test it out the last couple weeks. I've tested it inside, as you already saw. I tested it outside, and I wore it around casually. And I think I've got a pretty good feel for how the sneaker performs. I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into the performance test, show you guys what I liked, what I didn't like about it, and what holds it back from being a true Actually, forget all that. I'm gonna jump straight into the performance review and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. My overall favorite feature of the Kyrie 1 is hands down the traction. Nike went with a really aggressive herringbone pattern that works really well. Although wiping the bottom of your shoe is going to be a priority when you're playing indoors, the grip showed up actually surprisingly well in the outdoor court. I love how the herringbone wraps itself halfway up the toe box, as it gives you some extra coverage when you're making those quick crossovers or step back moves. Moving on to the shoe's cushioning, I've got my first complaint. Nike went with a standard Zoom Air unit in the forefoot, which gives you a little bit of spring and cushion when making those lateral moves. With Kyrie being an explosive guard, I do understand why the focus wasn't directed towards a full-length Zoom unit, but it would have been a great touch to add. As a side note, I did notice that my Zoom unit squeaked a little bit. Towards the heel of the shoe, you've got a pretty standard Phylon foam to help your impact protection. Honestly, I wasn't feeling it. There's just no excuse to me why Nike can't have implemented a Lunar Lawn, which is about 30% lighter than the standard Phylon foam, and it just feels like it absorbs a little bit more shock. I'm an average size guard, so this wasn't actually a deal breaker for me, but if you're a larger player on the court, the cushioning is definitely less than desirable. I have to admit, when I first saw pictures of the Kyrie 1, I was less than impressed. The folding Typer fuse kind of reminds me a little bit of what's going on with that Kobe 10 that's coming out, and it just seems to be a buzzkill. Whoever was the engineer at Nike in charge of the shoe's ventilation needs to go ahead and slap himself, because at the end of every hooping session, I felt like my feet were coming out of a damn sauna. Although that was a downer, I do enjoy the 2-finger reinforcement straps right above your toe box area for that extra little lockdown and court feel. And I also like the extra hyper fuse around the lace holes as well as around the toe box. I think that was a pretty good call for protection in the high intensity areas. The inner neoprene materials are super plush, and they extend all the way down to the toe of your shoe, giving it a really comfortable feel on court as well as some great flexibility. If you guys are familiar with the original Hyper Rev, you'll definitely see the similar inspiration in the ankle area, with these padded half circles for ankle comfort. They don't really tickle my fancy, but they do look cool nonetheless. Another feature that was pretty dope was the heel counter, which is made of a really durable yet pliable plastic. If you stay true to size, it does really help lock your heel into place, which is essential in a guard design shoe. The spike design aspect looks super crispy, and it's similar to the herringbone pattern along the toe box, and they both take inspiration from the Sydney Opera House in Australia, where Kyrie was born. As far as the fit goes, you're actually probably going to get multiple reviews depending on who you ask. Personally, I've got a very normal size foot. It's not wide, it's not narrow, but when I slipped my foot in the shoe for the first time, I wasn't expecting it to fit as snug as it did in the midfoot. As far as a performance standpoint goes though, I would definitely stay true to size, because even though initially I felt like I wasn't going to be able to wear it for very long, after playing in it for about a solid hour, the shoe felt like it had almost molded to my feet. Although the shoe did fit extremely snug, the materials are plush, and the overall lockdown in your midfoot and your toe box is excellent. Although the ankle lockdown could have been a little bit better in my opinion, my feet felt secure in place at all times, and not once did I notice any pains when I was playing on the court. On the other hand, if you were only wearing the shoe casually, I would probably recommend going up half a size. I wore the shoe during an 8-hour shift at work, and I did notice some discomfort when I wasn't actually playing.
Overall, I want to start off by saying I, like many, are extremely happy for Kyrie Irving. It's not every day that I can throw on some LeBrons and feel like my game is going to translate into the Kings level. I'm 6 feet tall, and I don't see myself catching any alley-oops anytime soon on anything other than a little Tykes basket. I do, however, think that Kyrie can relate to an average player in a way that KD or LeBron can't relate. With that being said though, I just don't think this first signature shoe quite lives up to all the hype that has surrounded it. I mean, I understand the price point is $40 less than any of the other signatures out there, but it's hard for me to ignore all the glaring weaknesses in the shoe. Although the traction is phenomenal, the comfort is pretty good, and it does have a great lockdown feel in the forefoot and in the heel, the breathability is just unexcusable, and the technology just isn't up to par with what I was expecting. If the shoe had a little bit more technology, such as Lunar Lawn or a folding zoom unit, we might be looking at one of the best performers of the year. But nonetheless, Nike has developed Kyrie a solid first signature shoe. Although this wouldn't be my first choice to lace up on the court, I would recommend the shoe to any 4-foot heavy guard looking to ball on a budget. That's all I've got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, the name is @KansasCitySneakerhead. This has been the Kansas City Sneakerhead, tuning out.